Namaste, welcome to the Teacher Education Simplified channel. I am Dr. Suresh. In this video, I am going to explain the points of the research proposal that is to be submitted to Yashwantrao Chavan Maharashtra Open University Nashik for the Diploma in School Management course, that is DSM course. I am going to explain this point with the help of one example. These points are given in English here, but if you see the original textbook given by the university, it is in the Marathi. I have translated it in English, so you will able to understand what is action research. So action research basically is the smallest part of the research, smallest research we can say, where you find out a particular issues of the related to the students or education, then you try to improve it and you study the effectiveness of your treatments. So basically in day-to-day activity, as a teacher, you sort out many issues of the students and you do it in a natural way. But when you want to put it into the research format, you need to follow some points, and these points I am going to explain. And this is the proposal points. It means whatever you want to make the research, before making the research you need to show it to your guide, so guide will guide you about your research and your topic will be approved. So the purpose of this proposal is to submit it to the guide and discuss about the issue that you want to make on the research it. To explain this point, I have taken one example, and I have taken the issues here as an example, that the issues, academic issues faced by the children, special children in a particular school, and testing the effectiveness of the remedial program to solve the issues. Here this is the first page of the proposal. If you want to see the whole page, it should be in the central alignment. It should be title of your research, your action research, the purpose of the research, then researchers, your name, then your guide name, and then your center, and at the last the academic year. This should be the first page of your action research proposal. Now let us see the points. Those are mentioned in the YCMOU textbook. There are total 8 points: introduction, statement of the problem, preparation, objectives, hypothesis, research methodology, data analysis, and schedule. This should be the 8 point of the action research proposal. Let us see one by one with the same example. So in the introduction, you are expected to write the need of the research in what you want to work. Like the example I have taken, it is about the issues of the special children. So here something is mentioned about the theoretical information about the special children, who are the special children, what are their needs, and what would be the advantages of this particular action research. So introduction is basically about the introduction of the issues that you have selected. In point number 2, you are going to explain the preparation. So here you are expected to mention what preparation you are expected to do in that particular field of study. Like when you want to work with the special children, you need to identify their issues, and you need to identify the various special children in your school or in your class, and you need to identify their issues, academic issues in the field of education. So here in the preparation, what preparation you are required to do before going for that particular research, before going to prepare some remedial program for that particular students. So that preparation is expected in preparation point. Third is about statement of the problem. Here you will have to mention all the specification of your problems. Try to mention all the factors, we say all the variables in the title. So the title should be very clear. It should be mentioning all the things that you are going to do in your research. Like here it is the study to study the academic issues faced by the special children. So it is about the special children, but in what context? Only about their academic issues. From where? From a particular school. And then what you are going to do? You are going to test the effectiveness of the remedial program that you are going to develop to solve their issues. So in this way, all the variables or the specification of your problem should be mentioned in a single statement. Now what are the other issues that can be taken? There are many issues, subject wise many issues, right? Like issues related to writing a letter, a formal letter, informal letter, writing an essay, or some to understand a particular grammar concept, or some mistakes to while reading the map, or some problems to handle the apparatus in geometry. So many issues can be taken. Or some students have issues of recitation, some students are issue about handwriting. So any issue can be taken, any standard can be taken. You need to identify first that, and you need to mention it in the statement of the problem. Fourth is objective. Try to see three bold verbs that I have made over here. So first objective is to identify the special child and their academic issues. So first is about whatever problem you want to find out or identify, you need to find out the current status. That's why it's to identify. So first try to find out, first objective should be related to find out the status of the issue. Second objective should be related to develop a program, or maybe remedial program or any program, but second objective should be related with the to development a particular program or teaching methodology or strategies or plan or action or activities, whatever you want to develop, but second objective should be related to develop a program. And third objective should be related to testing the effectiveness of the program. So simply there should be three objectives. Of course it can be less or more depend on the topic that you have selected, but still generally there should be three objectives. First about studying the status, second about developing the program to sort out that particular issue, and third about testing the effectiveness of the program that you have developed to sort out the issues. So be precise when you are writing the objectives. Then hypothesis a tentative answer of your research problem, research issues, what you are trying to find out. Now, you know the hypothesis, if you see there are special problems of the special children which can be sorted out with the special treatment in this specific case. Second hypothesis can be presented over here that the developed program will be effective to sort out the issues of the special children. That's why you are going to develop the program. So these are the hypotheses. When you are putting a hypothesis, you need to mention two things in the hypothesis. One should be dependent variable and second should be independent variable. Now dependent variable that you want to change, that you want to improve, is called the dependent variable. All the academic issues or academic problems that you are going to identify, it will be your dependent variable for your research. Like suppose you are taking some mistakes of the students, or the problems of the students, or learning disabilities of the students, or any problem that you want to change, any skill that you want to improve, anything that you want to change for the betterment will be called dependent variable. Why it is called dependent variable? Because it depends on independent variable. Independent variable is what? The developed program or the remedial program or the treatment or the teaching or the teaching strategies, because these academic problems are depend on the developed program. So if the developed program is better, the academic problem will be reduced. If the developed program is not so good, the academic problem may be stay as it is, or it may be increases. So if you want to improve something, so you develop something. So that is called independent variable. So whatever program you are developing, program methodology, teaching strategies, these all are your independent variable. And on the independent variable, the dependent variable is dependent. That's why it is called dependent variable, and the issues that you have selected is the dependent variable. When you are stating the hypothesis, both should be mentioned over here. Like if you see the develop program, it is the independent variable is mentioned, and to solve issues of the special children, these are the dependent variables. So both should be mentioned in the hypothesis. Next, research procedure, even we can say research methodology. In research methodology, there are few things expected, like what research method you are going to implement in the action research. So first I have written over here the procedures to be followed. So first, in this example, the researcher will going to find out the issues regarding the special children by interviewing their teachers. So she is going to ask to the teachers about the issues of the students, the special children. So for that purpose, she will employ the survey method. And once she got the information about the issues of the special children, she will develop a program, and she will test the effectiveness of this program by using the experimental method. So precisely in this action research, the research method, two research methods will be used: survey method to collect the information, and experimental method to test the effectiveness of the program. Because the experimental research has been used, so there should be a design for the research, and that is single group pre-test post-test design. It means what? Means a whole class or all the special children will be selected, will be put in a particular group. So there first teacher will give them some test, and will find out the status of their problems. Then teacher will give some remedial program. After the remedial program, again the same test will be given as a post test, and she will find out the difference between the scores of pre-test and post-test. In that case, this design is single group pre-test and post-test design. Now what will be the procedure about the implementation of this research, action research? So pre-test will be given to know the status of their issues. Then the remedial program will be developed, and it will be implemented to sort out their issues, and after that the post test will be conducted and the data will be analyzed. So this is the general procedure. So whatever example you are going to, a problem you are going to select, you will have to explain it in the procedure, the steps of your research. What would be the sample? Sample is all the special students will be the sample for the present research. In your case, all the students in a particular division, say 7th A, 7B or 8, whatever class you select, will be the sample. Sample means the students on whom you are going to do your experiment. The number of students or a class of a student that going to intervened by the researcher or by the teacher will be called sample. So you are expected to mention a specific division or their age group or their subject in the sample. We are studying this under the heading of 6, research methodology or research procedure. Next is data collection tool. In this case, interview schedule. Interview schedule means the questionnaire, the questions of the interviews. So interview schedule will be given to the teachers. So that interview schedule means interview questions will be the data collection tool. And second is the achievement test for the special children will be the second data collection tool. By achievement test, one will come to know about their issues, whether it is sorted out or not. In the 7th point, in the data analysis, you are expected to mention what statistical or mathematical tools you are going to use to analyze the data. Since it's a smallest research, so you are not expected to use much advanced statistical techniques. You can use a percentage over here. In the specific example, effectiveness will be measured if there is a more than 80% difference between the pre-test and post-test. The last point is the schedule. In the schedule, you are expected to mention the various activities in the activity part and write the tentative duration of your activities. These activities depend, the duration is depend on when your course start and when your submission dates are there. It will be changed according to your schedule of your course. So with the help of these 8 points, you are expected to write a short proposal. It should not be too lengthy. Do not mix the unnecessary thing, and do not try to increase the length of the pages or the length of the content. If you see, this proposal is only of 6 pages, because you are going to give just the idea of your research, your action research to your guide, so that she can check it rightly and she can guide you how to present this research or how to do this particular research for the DSM course. Because it's a diploma course, so you are not expected to write too much things. Be precise and just follow all the points. Those are mentioned in the textbook of YCMOU, that is Yashwantrao Maharashtra Open University, Nashik. So this is only about the research proposal. Soon I will make the video on how to write a research report soon. Thank you for watching full video.